There are so many lines to choose from on this track. In one moment, it looked like Short's going after Metcalf, and then it'll be Dungey going after Short. So there's a lot of action to watch.
Good line by Dungey. Good idea. Railing around that outside, trying to have the inside of the next corner.
Oh, I think it's working. Whoa. Side by side with Short. Who's going to jump further into this wall? And they almost catch Metcalf in the interim, and somehow Dungey able to grab the third place spot.
Man, that was
unbelievable.
I was on the edge of my seat for that because he was getting a little squirrely through those whoops, and man, if that back end gets away from you out to one side or the other, when you hit the next one, it bounces the other way, and that could get ugly.
And what's great is as hard as those two are pushing, they're not putting much distance on Regal. Look, Regal is going to work an inside line on Short. Man, this kid has seen a shot at glory. He's a full privateer. Challenging the factory guys. Next Saturday, one of the greatest racing events in the world is on speed, the 24 Hours of Le Mans. To win here, it takes more than skill. You must have a strategy, endurance, and luck. Don't miss the 24 Hours of Le Mans live next Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, exclusively on Speed. Watching Ryan Dungey work his way through the pack. Jason Wygant, David Bailey giving the call with Aaron Bates in the pits. Here from the Flagstar Bank Freestone National in Texas. Dungey on the 5, battling out with Metcalf a lot in our first race today, but that was for the lead. Now it's only for second place as Mike Alessi has pulled a 3.5-second lead on these two, David.
I think this is what Mike Alessi thought he was going to do in the first moto, and it's nice to see him rebound. And man, it looked like a come apart in that first moto for him, and I was wondering what was going to happen in this moto, but he's right back to business as usual.
Business as usual for Aaron Bates controlling the pits. What's happening, Aaron?
Well, guys, Brett Metcalf had said his starts were not where they needed to be back at Hangtown. So what he did during that weekend off, all he's done is practice starts every single day. He said he's got his starts dialed in, but now it's just a matter of making it through this entire moto. If you remember, just a few years back, he was one of the riders that suffered from heat exhaustion and actually had to pull off at the end of the moto and go right to the Asterix Medic unit to get a hydration pack, some IV. This year he shows up, he's prepared, he's got a camel pack, he knows what the conditions are like here, and he knows that starting out front is going to make life a lot easier here in Texas.
Well, that might have been the jinx. We talked about him. First, Alessi falls. Metcalf takes the lead for about 1 second, and then Dungey strikes and gets the lead from Metcalf. Take us to what happened to Alessi.
Now he got into that rut. He's had a hard time with corners today.
Deal?
He's just like needs glasses or something, you know? I'm not making fun of him. It just,
And there's Dungey going to just dance down to the inside and take it from Metcalf. So Metcalf had the lead for 10 feet?
Yeah, Metcalf had to adjust his line because of Alessi, I think. Okay. And then Dungey just capitalized on it. So, man, just as quick as it looks like Alessi's just going to be out front and start to pull away, it's over.
It's all falling into the hands of Dungey right now, who's looking to go 1-1 and dominate the proceedings today. And these three Honda guys who all had moments early are going to be hard-pressed to catch him. Metcalf second, Short third, Regal fourth, and we're still waiting for Chad Reed, who's in fifth now with the fall by Alessi to catch fire.
Man, Regal is earning himself a factory ride today, perhaps.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
He's not getting lucky, or that he had a strong first moto. He's having an even stronger second moto. What a ride so far. There's Chad. See if he can hop up into the whoops. Nope. Kind of bounces in, so that line that was so effective for Chad in the first moto, not quite the same so far in this one.
Regal was sixth in the first moto today. So who knows, if he makes some passes here, he could be on the overall podium for the first time of his career. Only turned pro midway through the year last year. And he's got these guys right in his sights. Both have factory backing, Metcalf and Short. He would love to put his private Honda in front of him.
You know, I've watched Regal ride before, and typically it just looks real deliberate, real smooth, almost lethargic. Nothing, but there's a difference today. There's some intensity mixed in with that smoothness, and man, he is all over Short. Factory Honda, privateer Honda. You gotta believe that Short's bike is probably just a little bit nicer than what Regal's riding, but
Regal, when it's running. When it's running.
Exactly. But Regal is really showing some good form here, some good heart, a lot of strength. Still, past Chad Reed.
Yes. Yeah, can't overstate that he passed the series champ to get in this position. Alessi, by the way, after the crash, was sixth. but pretty far back. You really can't see him there behind Reed, just at the end of that straightaway. Let's see how Alessi can rebound. We'll keep focused on this. Regal's on it.
Crash like that takes so much out of you. It's going to be tough for him to recover. Tough day for Mike.
Regal just looking for an opening here, basically. He's all over the track. Seems to be fast in any line he takes, but can't find the running room to make the move.
Yeah, that back wheel dancing out of the berm back there. It's a good job to hang on to that. Slide.
And for the moment, Short still able to hold him off. And I think Reed's starting to feel it now as we're at the halfway point of this moto. He's closing in a bit on Regal and Short.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's still in contention. Second place is within his grasp, but Dungey, the reason I say that is because Dungey's starting a 3-second lead right now. And Reed's going to close in and try to get this moto win. He's got to get around Dungey, and Dungey just did a 2:09 to Reed's 2:14 that first lap. Now that's because he made a mistake and a couple things. I mean, he's capable of, you know, the 2:11s and 13s. These guys are running in front of him, but still, Dungey going fast right now.
Yeah, Dungey running a 2:09. No one else at the track has run quite that fast, unless he did a 2:09 a little earlier before the fall. But at this point, Dungey is the class of the field. How much roost, by the way, can Regal absorb with the Short? Let's go down to Aaron with Andrew Short's mechanic.
Jason Haynes has probably been the hardest working mechanic in the pits today. Jason, take us through exactly what went on. It's been a rough start for you guys, but how excited are you that Andrew Short's in third place right now?
Well, I'm pretty excited right now, but it has to be after the moto. Hopefully we're still up there.
What was your mindset coming into the second moto?
He should be fresh, so no excuses. He can do it.
Back to you guys.
Ah, yes, Gothic J. And as Aaron said in our progressive pre-race report, it was electrical problems, then vague. That's the answer they always give.
Yeah.
They're never going to say it's catastrophic. Mike looks good right now as he's trying to hold off Regal and put it on the podium, at least in one moto today, with Metcalf in second and Dungey in the lead. Still pressure being applied. Regal and now Reed. How's it going to shape up here in Texas? Stay with us to find out. That's the sights and sounds of our series opener, the Lucas Oil AMA Pro Motocross Championship in Northern California. But today we are in Texas, and it's all changed. Chad Reed, who won that race, is struggling, trying to work his way into the top three, with Andrew Short right in front of him.
It's impressive when Chad makes the decision to just start moving his way to the front. The way he just generates speed, it's incredible how he just can close in on you.
We were at break when he passed Kyle Regal in that sand section, just jumped right over Regal.
And I have a feeling that if he is able to get in the line he wants, to hop over that big hump leading to the whoops, if Short's not in the line where he's able to do that, Short's got a surprise coming.
We're past the 20-minute mark in the moto. You see the Lucas Oil clock at the top of the screen. We'll run 30 minutes plus 2 laps. So it always seems like Reed's taking too long to get going, and the next thing you know, you look at the clock and you look at the distance of the riders in front of him, and you realize he's got plenty of time to make moves. Well, not everybody except Dungey, at least.
I think he's just looking at the race by race, but he's also keeping in the back of his mind, man, there's 21 more motos to go in the series, counting this one, and he's just real careful with his efforts.
Occasionally, he'll hang it out. We'll show you that pass on Regal a little bit, but we're going to stay with this right now. And he might just pull that same move on Short. Like you said, they are nearing that sand section. And Short's got a little gap built up, and something is hanging from the back of Short's helmet. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Camelback.
It's camelback straw.
Yeah, watch Chad. Oh, he didn't quite hit it the same.
Oh, he came up short, in fact, and couldn't make the pass on Short. And how about Regal not giving up? Look at this.
I was just going to say, the kid's like, I don't care what number you are, man. You're not going fast enough.
This is some serious fight. Out of the number 41, he wants back around the champ.
Chad's like, kid, can you just... I'm trying to do my business here, and you're messing with me. Maybe Chad doesn't care, but man, Regal is bothering him.
Hey, Mike Alessi picking it back up literally after a crash, and usually after that, all that heat and humidity catches up to you, but